What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and SSI and SSDI payments are going to be going out today. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you the latest articles, also covering the 33 states that have announced they have state boosts that they're adding to those payments. And also, we're hearing that members of Congress, there's legislation back on the table for enhancements, expansions, and extensions for Social Security. I'm going to be covering all the latest articles, putting them on the screen so you can see them for yourself, and linking them in the description below. This is your stimulus update. Now, for those of you that follow me here on the channel, you already know I cover for you the latest on stimulus checks on a federal level to everybody in the nation and states, cities, counties. I've assembled a comprehensive list for you if you're interested at www.reliefroadmap.com with all the websites, phone numbers, emails, all in one place. In addition to that, I'm covering for you child tax credits. As we're hearing, that is one stimulus provision that is very likely going to be returning here on a federal level to everybody very soon, as there is Republican and Democratic support. They haven't unified on anything yet, but both are saying child tax credits are needed. Now, also, SNAP benefits, PEBT. I've been covering for you the latest on those, as the president has announced that we are still in a state of emergency, and this is going to be extended out till January of 2023, which means those stimulus payments still will carry on till at least February of 2023. I'm going to keep you up to date on all of that, and also, like I mentioned in this video, let's take a look at the latest on Social Security. Now, here are the headlines we're going to be diving into. Social Security Supplemental Income 2022, 33 states boost benefits as November checks go out, and they're going to be announcing it is today, November 1st. Also, politicians are arguing again about Social Security, and that is a good thing. As I mentioned, there are 3 different proposals on the table to enhance Social Security by $200 per month, extend out the solvency, and keep it going. And take a look, you guys. Here's one that came out from Bernie Sanders back in June, but it is back on the table as one of the ones under consideration. Sanders and Elizabeth Warren and colleagues introduced legislation to expand Social Security by $2,400 a year and extend the solvency by 75 years, and that equates to the promise we had heard many moons ago of $200 per month in enhancement to Social Security. Now, I'm going to dive in and get you caught up on the latest. Now, before we do me a quick favor, smash the like button if you appreciate the updates. Hit the subscribe button to stay up to date, totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. If you got any specific questions, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Check out my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. And also, thank you for all the support on my kids' new channel, Liam and Naya. I'm very proud of them. They just released a 3rd video on their new channel. If you got any little ones, I hope they enjoy it. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so link in the description below to this article that came out a little while ago, earlier this month, and it says Social Security Supplemental Income 2022, 33 states boost benefits as November checks go out in weeks, and that day is actually today. Now, in addition to that, I'm going to be covering all the states, as I mentioned, all 50 of them, 33 of which have state supplemental benefits. Now, the article says millions of SSI recipients are awaiting their monthly $841 payments, which are set to drop in about 2 weeks or today. Social Security supplemental income is intended to help seniors, disabled, or blind people with lower incomes. SSI payments are always sent out on the 1st of the month unless it falls on a holiday or a weekend. This next payment is scheduled for November 1st, which is today. SSI is calculated based on a recipient's income with a maximum monthly payment of $841 and a national average amount of $621, according to the Social Security Administration. Checks are typically distributed at the same time as federal benefits. However, this year, 33 states are sending out their own supplemental payments. Now, let's go ahead and cover those 33 states. Now, here's another article where they describe them in detail, and this came out actually a week prior to this other article. Scrolling down, let's go ahead and get right to the list. It says, what states provide supplemental payments? Well, here are the states that do not provide supplemental payments, and those are Arizona, Arkansas, Mississippi, North Dakota, Tennessee, West Virginia, and Northern Mariana Islands. Now, just to clarify again, those are the states that do not provide state supplemental benefits. So if I named off that state right there, that is not included in the list. Now, Social Security administered supplement In the following states, Social Security administers some categories of state supplemental payments, while the state administers other categories of supplemental payments. And these states include California, Delaware, Hawaii, Iowa, Michigan, Montana, Nevada, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Washington, D.C. So those ones are Social Security administered supplement. And next we have state administered supplement. Amounts vary state by state, but New York offers an extra $87 a month for individuals or $104 for couples. Meanwhile, Alabama, couples can get a boost of $120. So the following states pay and administer their own supplemental payments in addition to the federal SSI monthly payments. And these states include Alabama, Alaska, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, New Hampshire, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, South Carolina, South Dakota, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Washington, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. The SSI state supplements are typically paid at the same time as the federal benefits, meaning that they should arrive on the first of most months except for the September schedule. However, beneficiaries who typically receive a paper check should expect their payments to arrive by the 4th of the month. If you receive both SSI and Social Security, your payments will not arrive on the same date. While SSI is paid out on the 1st of each month, Social Security is paid on the 3rd of each month for those claimants. So there you have it, you guys. Those are the lists of the states that provide additional boosts. Now, in addition to that, as I mentioned, there are 3 different proposals, pieces of legislation in negotiation right now in Congress for expanding and extending out Social Security benefits. Now, these are back on the table. Negotiations are taking place, and if any developments unfold with any of these pieces of legislation, we have the Social Security Expansion Act, the Social Security 2100 Act. If any of these start picking up traction, I'll be sure to let you know, as we have heard that after midterm elections, we're likely going to be seeing a lot of movement on these pieces of legislation. And in addition to that, like I said, child tax credits, we'll see what happens with stimulus checks, free childcare, free college tuition, PEBT, and SNAP benefits. I'll be sure to keep you up to date on all of these here on the channel. But with that being said, you guys, that is the latest. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that if you're on SSI, SSDI, you see those payments today. Let me know in the comments down below. But with that being said, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget, if you made it this far, you haven't already, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, totally free to stay up to date. Any specific questions, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Check out my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth, personal finance. And also, thank you for all the support on my kids channel, Liam and Naya. They're having a blast. I'm very proud of them. They're putting out more videos and more on the way. But with that being said, you guys, thank you again for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.